Welcome to the LFA 196 preliminary fight, streaming live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Ron Crook and Gilbert Melendez with you, delivering 3 free bouts from the Arizona Financial Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. Bantamweights kick off the action when Stav, Koren, and Peter Lucid square off. Then Glendale, Arizona's Eric Fimbres tries to make it 10 straight wins, including his amateur career when he battles the tall boy, Adland Benson. And finally, Arizona-based athlete Chance Ikei from Phoenix looks to remain unbeaten when he tangles with 7-fight vet Jacob Romero. Tale of the tape powered by Wild Casino. Koren is 24 and Lucid 2 years older. Both athletes stand 5'8", made the contracted weight, and the half-inch reach advantage goes the way of Lucid. To kick off the LFA 196 preliminary action, here's the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live around the world on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube for continuing preliminary action here at LFA 196, Tanner versus Ortega. We are set to go now for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Bantamweight division, brought to you tonight by Wild Casino. Bring Vegas right to your home with wildcasino.ag. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'8", weighed in 135.6 pounds. The ultimate professional record, 1 win, 0 defeats. Representing Gonzo MMA, fighting out of Misty Mountain, Missouri, Peter Lucitt. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a grappler standing 5'8", weighed in 135.8 pounds. The ultimate professional record, 4 wins, 0 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Syndicate MMA, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Beersheba, Israel, Stav, the redhead Koren. Your referee, Gustav Gibson.
All right, fighters, we know the rules in the back. Follow the rules at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, go back to your corners.
Happy Veterans Day weekend to all our servicemen and women, past and present. Ron Crook alongside the great Gilbert Melendez. 3 fights tonight, man, for free.
Oh, man, I'm super excited. Let's get things started. Both these gentlemen in the center, Ron.
Love it. Peter Lucid making his debut. He's got the blue tape. He came in as an underdog at plus 210. Stav Koren minus 250 odds, courtesy, as always, from BetOnline.
Both guys light on their feet. Koren looking very relaxed. Lucid with the nice head kick. Koren continue his pursuit.
Koren,
right hand drops his
beautiful
opponent.
shot, and he takes the back quickly. Stav Koren all over Peter Lucid.
So much just happened in a short amount of time. Koren drops his opponent, takes his back. Now he's working the rear naked choke, and we see why he's the favorite in this fight right now, Ron.
Comes in with a spotless 4-0 record, coming off a first-round KO win back at LFA 178, looking to make another statement.
He's on his way. Lucid trying to pull that arm down to release the pressure on his neck. But Koren still has that right arm under the chin, it looks.
Wow.
Throwing his hips in, putting some strain not only on the neck, but the lower back of his opponent.
So far, Peter Lucid hanging in, almost 13 months removed from a successful pro debut, fighting out of Missouri, making his LFA debut tonight.
Well, Lucid has freed his neck up, but he's still not free from the body triangle. The choke is still very much in play. Koren with some fantastic control here, controlling the underhook side with his right arm and using the left arm to choke. Also can transition to an arm bar from here, from this position.
Koren, a brown belt in BJJ, Israeli national champion in BJJ, and national medalist in wrestling, Gil.
Yeah, the sports evolved for jiu-jitsu. We used to always say choke with the bottom arm, but you can see Koren has that right arm underhook, which really stops Lucid from getting his back to the mat and escaping, using the top arm to go from the choke. Now Lucid wants to go to the other side. It'd be easier to escape. That right arm of Koren is doing a great job of controlling Lucid.
The redhead, Stav Koren, 24 years old, has won a first-round finish. Coming off that knockout, as I said, and his other 3 victories all went to the judges' scorecards. Just past the 2:15 mark, opening round. You are watching the LFA 196 preliminary fights on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube.
Such a battle going on here with Lucid trying to escape. Yes, he was able to neutralize the choke. Now he's trying to get out of this body triangle and trying to free up his upper body. But again, Koren constantly holding that figure 4 body triangle, switching, using his left leg, his right leg, doing a very good job at these underhooks. Such good control from the back. Sometimes oh, look at this choke. It's tight.
Man, that looks real tight, Gil. Just working the entire first round on this choke.
Exactly, and it takes that, right? Everyone thinks there's a magic way to finish the choke. I tell my people, you gotta just keep fighting and fighting and get dirty with it till you get under that neck and you beat him into submission. Look at that purple face, my goodness. Lucid is tough as hell. How is he not tapping?
Somehow hanging on.
Oh my goodness, that's tight. Look at Koren, very patient, calm. Look at him, look at his face. He's not squeezing, he's just slowly being the anaconda. Oh, he squeezed, oh, switches it up, switches arms.
Are you kidding? And,
oh, this is getting tight, Ron. Oh.
Lucid still hanging on, under a minute to go.
Blood coming out of his nose, just squeezing the blood out of him, Ron.
And there's the tap. Stav Koren put the work in, grinds his way to a RNC submission.
I have to say, Koren had some of the most slickest and disciplined, great fundamentals in the back control. My goodness, figure 4 both sides, underhooking both sides, continuously trying to work that rear naked choke till he got it. Kudos to him for sticking to his game plan, believing in himself, and getting that submission. And Lucid, what a tough guy, man. Lesser man would have tapped earlier.
Absolutely. This was Peter Lucitt's LFA debut. Didn't go the way that he wanted, but a game effort nonetheless. Stav Koren, first submission win for the brown belt in BJJ and the Israeli national champion. Multiple medals.
Great moment for Koren, man. Lands that right hand and didn't even know he was going to land it, but he landed and dropped and was already level changing. Went for the back, and I love how he used his left leg to take off the post of Lucid. Hopped on the back. Here we are, rear naked choke, squeezing hard, man, and then switching arms. What a jiu-jitsu practitioner, going from one side to the other, just continually attacking and riding his opponent. Look at this pressure, blood coming out of Lucid. Koren pushing hard, gets the finish, well-deserved. Great jiu-jitsu display for us all. Man, we got stuff started here tonight.
Yes, indeed. Stav Koren making it 5 straight victories. Let's get the official time. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Gustav Gibson, calls a stop to this fight. 4 minutes, 14 seconds into the first round, declaring your winner by tap out in a rear naked choke, Stav the Redhead Koren.
Keeps his undefeated record intact. 24-year-old Stav Koren, originally from Israel, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with the Syndicate MMA team. What a win for him tonight.
Yeah, huge win tonight, man, and what a great team he's a part of.
Tonight, the LFA kicks off a Veterans Day weekend in downtown Phoenix, Arizona with a loaded card featuring a key matchup in the Bantamweight division. Here's a preview of what's to come on UFC Fight Pass.
The LFA kicks off Veterans Day weekend with a Bantamweight showdown at LFA 196. In the main event, top Bantamweight prospects battle in the Valley of the Sun. Casey Tanner is an elite fighting prospect that has trained alongside former UFC double champ and LFA great Henry Cejudo for years. Now, after compiling a perfect record in the LFA and an appearance on Dana White's Contender Series, Tanner looks to become Arizona's next big thing in his first LFA headliner. He will face Mikaias the Pink Ranger Urania, who is the Caribbean's brightest bantamweight star. The top Dominican prospect signed with the LFA to much fanfare and quickly showed why. He recorded the second fastest knockout in LFA bantamweight history. Also returning to the LFA octagon, UFC veteran Kumuwela the Jawaian Kirk. Former LFA champion Jacoby Big Toe Jones. Top undefeated prospect Christian the Hawaiian Punch Natividad. And the no-nonsense powerhouse Alec Lorenz. Live from the Arizona Financial Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, LFA 196 starts now.
A possible title shot could be on the line in the LFA 196 main event tonight when Contender Series alum Casey Tanner from right here in Arizona clashes with Mikaias Urania from the Dominican Republic. Gil, Casey Tanner trains with former UFC 2-division champion Henry Cejudo.
Well, Tanner brings an aggressive style to the LFA octagon, just bulldozes his opponents with punches, and he can slam him, take him down. 5 of his 7 wins come by finishes, either submissions or TKOs. This is his home turf. He wants to win tonight.
Well, his opponent, Mikaias Urania, is coming off the second fastest knockout in LFA bantamweight history with this blistering 11-second KO.
Urania is a Dominican mixed martial artist, and he brings a smooth, flashy style to the LFA octagon. He's only fought 11 seconds, but we know a lot about him. He's explosive, he's fast, he has a lot of power, but we're also going to find a lot about his grappling tonight, because Tanner is definitely going to push the wrestling.
The Pink Ranger, also returning to the LFA after a 3-fight stint in the UFC, has Kumuwela Kirk.
Kirk is a veteran, made it to the UFC, and man, did a great job out there. Back in the LFA now, and you can see he loves to bang, throwing big punches, spinning kicks, knees from the clinch, and he could sub you, man. He'll put you out. That's what he's done in the UFC. Look at him in the big cage right here, and this is a hometown one for him, so he really wants to deliver. Beautiful triangle right here, armbar. Great display of mixed martial arts by Kirk.
Also returning after a spectacular finish is Elior Bakhtiaroglu, who scored a violent finish in August.
Bakhtiar is from Kazakhstan, and he brings that Kazakhstan style to the LFA octagon. He is a banger, man. He has a great time out there, clinching his opponents, using that long range. Look at these knees, knee after knee after knee, hurting his opponents. This guy is all business. All he does is train.
And former LFA lightweight champion Jacoby Jones is looking to get right back in the title fight mix.
Man, Jacoby is one of my favorite LFA fighters. I've seen his whole career. I've seen him win, I've seen him lose. I've seen him win the LFA championship against Jean Paul, which is one of my favorite fights ever. Now he's back. I can't wait to see his redemption story.
Undefeated Christian Hawaiian Punch Natividad is back, going for his 6th consecutive victory.
So happy to see Natividad back. The Hawaiian Punch, I love his jab, just sticking his opponents, hurting him with that jab, trying to draw them in, and when he can let those Hawaiian punches go, he lets them go.
He does.
Man, this guy can crack, he can scrap. Man, Hawaiians always get it done, and he's had a long road, ACL surgery. Now he's back and ready to perform. I can't wait to see him.
And Alec Lorenz returns looking for his 4th finish in 4 straight fights with the LFA.
Dang it, man. Alec never goes past the second round. He's always in the first round putting people away. This guy has power. He's long. He pushes forward. He gets in exchanges. We want to see more from him. I want to know about his grappling, but he just finishes everyone so quick. Parker is a seasoned vet, though, and will test him more than anyone else has.
That's what's coming up, but we got business to take care of here first on the preliminary card. Let's get to fight number 2. Tell of the tape, powered by Wolfpack. Eric Fimbres is 27 years old, and Adland Benson is 2 years older. These are two tall middleweights, Gil. Fimbres is 6'6", Benson a towering 6'7". Fimbres weighed in almost 2 pounds lighter, and Benson will have an inch reach advantage. Back inside to Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA middleweight division, brought to you tonight by Wolfpack. Never average, always a wolf. Wolfpack, the official backpack of the LFA. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This kickboxer stands 6'7", weight in 185 pounds. He holds a professional record, 4 wins, 3 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by way of submission. Representing Songer Combat Sports, fighting out of Marysville, Washington, Adland Tallboy Benson. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker and wrestler standing 6'6", weight in 183.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, 0 defeats, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Fight Ready and Siege MMA, fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, Eric Fimbres. Your referee, Ryan Brueggemann.
Fighters moving over, instructions in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves down if you wish. Come out swinging.
Adland Benson with the blue tape is the underdog according to Bet Online, coming in at plus 500, and the favorite, the undefeated Eric Fimbres. He is 3-0, comes in as a 7-1 favorite, Gil.
Fimbres is tall. Benson is tall. Tall guys are used to fighting shorter people. I love seeing 2 tall guys against each other because they can hit each other's chins a little bit more, and they're both in the pocket at the same time. So I expect some very good action here.
Fimbres trains with the Fight Ready team and Siege MMA, comes in with a spotless 3-0 record. All 3 wins coming here in the LFA Octagon.
Fimbres already chopping the lead leg of Benson. You see that a lot with the long guys, right? They want to jab, they want to keep their distance. So let's start at the closest target and use your longest tool, which is the lead leg kick.
They're right on cue.
Nice jab from Fimbres.
Adland Benson looking to erase the memory of his LFA debut. Suffered a round 1 TKO loss to Wes Schultz. It was back in April at LFA 181.
I was there for that one.
Yes,
Schultz
sir.
is an animal, though, man. High-level wrestler. Just bulldozed them and took him down and did what he does best.
Absolutely.
But kudos to Benson for coming back, learning, gaining. Young man in the sport.
Yeah, 29 years old. Fimbres, 27.
Wow.
Fans came out to support Eric Fimbres, fighting out of Glendale, Arizona. Catches the leg of Adland Benson and plants him on his back.
See some ground action from Fimbres, walking to the cage, doing a very good job, intelligent. I love putting my opponents against the cage. You could stop a lot of submissions here. They can't go backwards. You can easily stand up. You know, usually in a closed guard in jiu-jitsu, you stand up, they grab your ankles and straighten the legs, and they do this, this typical sweep you see. But in MMA, when you have the cage to lean on, it's easier to stand up, to get that position, to really let your hands go and open the closed guard. Low risk.
See what he can do from this position. Plenty of time to operate inside the guard of Adland Benson. Second fight of the year for Eric Fimbres. This is the first time in his young career that he is fighting twice in a year.
Oh, he's trying to step it up a little bit more. He's a young man, right? So you got to pace yourself, because once you go all in and you get the momentum going, you really don't want to stop. So maybe he's working on his growth. And second fight of the year, I like it.
Trying to slip some elbows through the guard. Adland Benson coming down from Washington for his second fight here in the LFA.
One thing I'm noticing about Benson is he's comfortable in his guard here. He has long limbs. He's probably working, wants to get a submission from here. I'd like to see him try to get to his feet, though. In jiu-jitsu, I mean, in MMA, unfortunately, if you're on your back the whole round, you're going to lose. Even if sometimes the guys who win off their back lose just because the judges see them on bottom.
Two knockouts and one decision victory for Fimbres. He has won 9 straight, Gil, when you go back to his amateur career.
Yeah, Fimbres doing
Future
a great
is
job,
bright.
man. I mean, look at it. Opening up now, opening up.
Man, that overhand right came down with nasty intentions.
Yeah, Fimbres doing a good job of not being over anxious with the ground and pound, making sure he's neutralizing the guard, chipping away, and then back to the control. Some guys get stuck on the lay and pray or too aggressive with the ground and pound, and they lose the position.
Minute to go in this opening round. Eric Fimbres continues this onslaught.
Yes.
Some hammer fists to the side of the head of Adland Benson.
And we saw some 12-6s right there, which is now legal.
There you
Thank
go.
you, God.
12-6 elbows have
Let's
become
go.
legal.
About time.
November 1st, and somewhere John Jones is celebrating.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
As well
I
as
heard
Gilbert Melendez.
12-6 game changer, man.
30 seconds to go. Adland Benson back up on his feet and
Big moment.
looking to land some knees, but Fimbres level change. There's some of those elbows. Fimbres trying to get him back down. Nice sprawl from Benson.
Yeah, let's give it up for Benson, man. He's flipping things around right here. Good end so far with 10 seconds left. Gets to his feet, starts swinging and throwing some knees.
And time winds down here. There's the horn. We will go to the second round. If you haven't done so, get over to UFCFightPass.com and sign up. You will not want to miss tonight's LFA 196 main card. Look at this crowd here in Phoenix, Arizona. Capacity crowd once again here at the Arizona Financial Theater, Gil.
Oh, man, I love it out here in Arizona. First of all, close to California, but beautiful out here. I love the mountains and the fight community. You could tell people appreciate fighting out here. They know fighting, they train, they watch it. Shows, you know, what the community has done here. What Crouch has, you know, created with the MMA lab, Fight Ready, Henry Cejudo. Great stuff out here.
Absolutely. And I left over a foot of snow from Denver to come here into the balmy weather of Phoenix, Arizona. I'll take it.
You might have to stay a couple more days.
I might,
you
man.
Have to.
Yeah, I think so.
I may fly home and take a nice jog on the beach tomorrow. I don't know.
Rubbing it in. Thanks a lot there, champ.
West Coast, baby.
Representing Adland Benson, known as the Tall Boy, 6'7", and Eric Fimbres, 6'6", from here in Glendale, Arizona.
Jeez, these guys are huge.
Expect to see a basketball
I know,
in there
right,
or something, man. Here we go. This LFA middleweight division matchup. Battle of the Giants. That was a nice end of the first round for Benson.
Absolutely, it looked like Fimbres was dominating at a moment, and then Benson just brought himself back to life by getting up and firing those knees.
Low kick to the calf from Benson. Oh, nice combination from Fimbres.
Beautiful combination.
Letting those fists fly. And both have long reaches. Benson with the 79-inch reach and Fimbres with the 78-inch reach.
See, that's odd for Fimbres to miss the target, right? He's the longer fighter. It's always there, so he's going to have to adapt. And Benson just having a little bit extra reach is using it to his advantage at this moment.
So far, so good. Now Fimbres fires back.
Standing southpaw, switches back to conventional.
Fourth LFA appearance for Eric Fimbres, second for Adland Benson.
Big moment for Benson.
Wow. Nice transition and an opportunity for Adland Benson.
Both guys agreeing to pause and survey the scene a little bit.
Love that.
Benson looking like he's either gonna fall off or look to set up a triangle from here. Fimbres looks aware, he's being very careful here.
Benson, the kickboxing specialist, but he also has a purple belt in BJJ.
Oh, triangle. Look at this. Oh, Fimbres trying to pass. He's holding that arm. Oh, Fimbres gets his head out. Now he's in the side mount position. But Benson with the underhook. Maybe he can get up from here.
What a scramble on the mat here in the second round. Just past the halfway point. Man, I love that triangle attempt from Adland Benson.
Yeah, it's so challenging to prepare for a tall fighter. They're hard to replicate in the gym, and they just have a different game because of those limbs. Taking them down against the cage, you try to lift them, their toes on the ground. You think you're safe in their closed guard, and look at these long limbs with a sweep to the mount position.
Oh my, Adland Benson mounting up.
Talk about flipping the script here. Now he has the back of Fimbres. He might be in trouble.
And Adland Benson raining down shots. I think you're right, Gil. Eric Fimbres in some trouble.
Holy smokes.
That's it. Adland Benson gets his first victory inside the LFA octagon. And celebrates here in hostile territory, taking out Glendale, Arizona's Eric Fimbres and giving him his first professional defeat.
What a huge moment for Benson, taking out Fimbres' in his hometown. You know, very happy for Benson. Man, what a warrior to go against Schultz, to come back over here and show that he has some tricks of his own. Look at this, right butterfly in, sweeps him over right to the mount, really flips the script, starts doing some damage, punching. Fimbres doesn't like this, so he bridges over, but gives his back in the process. Benson controlling really well here, drops punches. Fimbres was in trouble, man. Great job for Benson. Great fight as well.
Representing Songer Combat Sports, came down from Marysville, Washington, coming off that round 1 TKO loss to the very tough Wes Schultz. And yes, he does. Adland Benson silences the hometown fans here and gives Eric Fimbres his first professional defeat. Let's get the official time back inside to Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Ryan Brueggemann calls a stop to this fight. 3 minutes, 22 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Adland Tallboy Benson.
Adland Benson, following a loss in his LFA debut in April, Gil. Adland Benson nets his first win and breaks Eric Fimbres' 9-fight win streak.
You know, Benson's performance is amazing, but the performance after the loss to Schultz is what's even more impressive, right? He came out here, he lost, he's fighting an undefeated fighter. He was even behind in that round, but he found a way to get up, switch him, hit some knees, and come out on top of the victory. That's what's impressive. Mental toughness for Benson, onwards and upwards for that youngster. Can't wait to see where he's at next.
Absolutely, big win for Adland Benson. Well, it's a massive bantamweight showdown in tonight's LFA 196 main event when Arizona product Casey Tanner takes on the Dominican Republic's Macias Urania. Here's a preview.
Casey Tanner here. I'm fighting the main event, LFA 196. Looking forward to the opportunity. Looking forward to taking another step in my career.
He's got this. Bello in trouble. There's the tap.
That's what really made me move to Arizona. Really just get out of my comfort zone, get around new people, like-minded people. It's definitely an advantage training with Henry. I've got a lot of years on the mats with him, so I've been able to pick his brain and championship level, and also just Olympians, guys. They operate different.
Casey Tanner!
Fighting a tough prospect. I'm a tough prospect. I don't see any other reason not to call me up after this when I'm ready. I've been beating up guys in the gym who've been there for years. It's just my time right now.
The Pink Ranger.
Hola, gente. Hello, my name is Ikei, the Pink Ranger, and I am fighting tonight in the main event of LFA 196. I've got my nickname Pink Rangers because I was training with my team, and I was wearing pink training clothing, and I posted on my Instagram, talking men wear pink too, and that's where everyone started calling me Pink Ranger. Pink Ranger, I would characterize myself as someone who's happy, characterize myself inside the cage. He's a very violent person who wants to finish the fight.
Really proud Dominican fighter, and he's inspired, and he's here to put on a show tonight.
Representing the Dominican Republic fills me up with a huge sense of pride. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me, but we're going to conquer the world.
What a main event here in the Valley of the Sun. 7 fights on tonight's main card. And now we check out the LFA 196 fight odds, courtesy, as always, from Bet Online. And we have some great matchups here in the desert. Make sure you scan the QR code on your screen and get in on the action at Bet Online. There are the odds. The biggest favorite on the card tonight, that would be, oh, let's see, I'm checking them out. They're changing. Odds are changing. Jacoby Jones comes in as the biggest favorite at minus 750. The former champ looks to get another win. And Gil, just some incredible matchups. Alec Lorenz was a huge favorite at minus 900. Some money coming in on Ryan Parker making his LFA debut. He was at minus 900. Lorenz down to minus 650 and plus 475 for Parker. Gil, what fight has got you interested?
Well, I'm really interested in the Kazakhstan fighter Bakhtiar, who's done such an amazing job, but he's going against Morales, who is a veteran. He was on Latin America Tough from Nicaragua.
Right.
Actually made it to the finals and fought with Yair Rodriguez. Of course, came up short on that one, but he is battle tested, and Morales has that heart, and I can't wait to see that matchup.
Casey Tanner, the favorite in the main event, minus 368. The comeback on Urania is plus 330. Make sure that you scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the action. Fight number 3, and we check out the tail of the tape for this flyweight bout, powered by VetTix. Undefeated prospect Chance Ikei and MMA vet Jacob Romero. Ikei is a year older than Romero. Ikei is 2 inches taller and 4.5 inches longer in the reach. Both fighters tipped the scale at 125.8 pounds. Once again, here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Flyweight division, brought to you tonight by VetTix. Give something to those who gave. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This grappler and striker stands 5'4", weighed in 125.8 pounds. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, 4 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by way of submission. Representing Mercenary Combat Academy, fighting out of Tri-Cities, Washington, Jacob Romero. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler standing 5'6", weight in 125.8 pounds. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, 0 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing the MMA Lab, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Chance the Typhoon Ikei. Your referee, Joe Coca.
Fighters, you've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. I expect a clean, fair fight. Touch gloves again if you'd like.
Making his LFA debut, Jacob Romero. Fighting out of Tri-Cities, Washington. And the undefeated fighter from Phoenix, Arizona via Hawaii, Chance Ikei, comes in with a spotless 3-0 record. Ron Kruk and Gilbert Melendez with you here for the final preliminary bout at LFA number 196.
Romero in the southpaw stance, Ikei inching his way forward in that conventional stance. Both guys with their hands up high.
Ikei 3-0 as a pro, 5-0 as an amateur, and there was a low blow. We heard that one. Ikei, the former D1 wrestler at Arizona State University.
Romero's a savage. He has his cup on. He's like, let's get right to it.
Let's go. Make sure, oh, what a front kick from Chance Ikei.
And a level change to a single leg, hits him in the head, gets the takedown. Romero active on his guard. Ikei neutralizing it quick with some elbows.
Romero trying to hold those arms of Chance Ikei. Has one first-round finish, looking to add to it.
Ikei is stacked.
And he is
yoked. He's ready to go. Wrestler, good striking. Almost need him in the head. He held it. Smart man.
And we will reset in the center of the octagon. Chance Ikei training with the great John Crouch at the MMA Lab. And the former Sun Devil wrestler gets a takedown.
And he has a choke, front headlock choke. It's tight, Ron. It's tight, Ron. Anaconda choke. Walking towards the head, trying to step over. You can see Romero pushing it, the hip of Ikei away to relieve the pressure. Ikei trying to come on top. He got some close, Ron.
And that's it! Enter Sandman! Chance Ikei chokes out Jacob Romero and puts him to sleep!
Oh my goodness, Romero's feet were dangling, trying his best to hold on. Out goes Romero. Ikei like a bat out of hell, man, jeez.
What a finish for that man who trains along with former LFA fighter Antoine Ho and Bryce Meredith at the MMA Lab. Great to see Jacob Romero up on his feet.
Ikei all day, baby. The typhoon's coming.
The typhoon is coming. Chance Ikei, the 27-year-old, improves to 4-0. And this crowd from Phoenix are on their feet. Gil, what a performance. You see, it all began with that takedown and then the front headlock. Ikei transitions to the Anaconda choke. Got him. There's nothing Jacob Romero can do. And great job by referee Joe Coca. Had an eye on it, got in there, and Ikei chokes out Jacob Romero, puts him to sleep with that beautiful submission. His first career submission as a pro. Beautiful finish, and Chance Ikei remains undefeated. Let's now get the official time. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Joe Coca, calls a stop to this fight. 1 minute, 42 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by technical to submission to Anaconda choke, Chance the Typhoon Ikei.
Fourth consecutive victory for Chance Ikei. His 9th straight, Gil, when you include his amateur career. Now 4-0, and he has put the stacked LFA Flyweight division on high alert.
High alert, man. Just steamrolled Romero, man. Just explosive with the strikes, double legs, great decision making out there. Slapped on that Anaconda choke and executed it perfectly. My goodness, Romero was going blue. His feet were dangling, and he was dreaming of something. I don't know what it was.
Absolutely. What a finish for the 27-year-old fighting out of the MMA Lab here in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, that was just the appetizer, folks. Main course coming up on UFC Fight Pass at the top of the hour. Thank you for being a part of the LFA 196 preliminary fights on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Visit the LFA Fight Network for live preliminary bouts before every LFA main card, and follow the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting. A happy Veterans Day weekend to all of our servicemen and women, past and present. For my broadcast partners, I'm Mike Kendall and Gilbert Melendez. I'm Ron Kruk. We'll see you over on UFC Fight Pass.
This is as real as it gets, and it's mind-blowing.
I love everything about that fight.
These are the moments that the fighters live for. I can't wait. Kicked him in the face. Rose.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history.
Unbelievable.
You're sitting at home watching this, and you just go, holy shit.
The double tap does what he wants.
Master, teach me Kung Fu.
One of the most epic fights.
There's nothing I do better in this life than fighting.
Unbroken, baby. This team is unbroken.
We have a sport with some of the best athletes in the world.
Boom.
One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see. The UFC has never been stronger.
It does not get any better.
That is good. This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen.